face. All right, we're back out on the lake. Trolling over to my first spot. So, all right, beautiful day. Yesterday we hit Judgment Day on the way back. Oh my God. We had golf ball size hail. We hit a hailstorm that you wouldn't believe on the way back. If you go to my Facebook page and you'll see it. It was crazy. Golf ball size. At first it was ping pong size, and then go. I mean, I really thought everybody was pulled over. We were hoping that thing would just like diminish so we could get out of it real quick, that cell. But it was crazy. There's still ice on the ground. It just sort of stood right over this area on the highway. It was crazy. I'm just glad it did it on the way home and not at the lake. So we had clouds yesterday. We didn't have that here at the lake. So we got the beast in the water. But I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what to put your money in when it comes to fishing. So some of the things that make a big difference in fishing. First of all, and you wouldn't think it would be, but it's the most affordable probably out of everything, and it's fishing line. Good fishing line will help you cast farther, reel smoother, have less problems on the reel, and the knots will hold. And you'll just be able to have a better day if you have good fishing line. And what fishing line do I use? Well, I use Power Pro braid, and I use P line fluorocarbon. Now, I never use mono. Mono stretches, fluorocarbon doesn't. Fluoro, for a clear line, has the same refractive properties as water. So it's nearly invisible in the water. So if you ever want to have a leader, always use fluoro. And if you just want a straight line, use fluoro. But, when you're using big baits like this and you're doing, top water, you don't need to put a leader. You just don't. I mean, fish don't care. They just don't care. They don't see it. They just see this bait going above them when they hit it. So fishing line is really, really, really worth the investment. And you're probably looking at about $30 for 300 yards, typically for decent fishing line. And that's two spools typically. I mean, you don't need more than 150 yards on a spool, but that's really good, and you can reuse it. You can flip it around too, and that's another video. Your next is your rod, and there are so many rods on the market. Okay, so I got a garage sale rod here. I really do. I got a Cajun, and I have Pissy Fun and a Lose in my boat. So that's just in my boat today. I do have a Loomis on order. Um, why fishing rods? One, you want a light fishing rod, so I'm not as strong as I used to be, and my right hand's arthritic, so it's having a hard time, with my wrist. So you really need light rods. We're almost to my spot here. And a good rod has a good backbone, which is the bottom section. Now, what's a backbone? Somebody that's not a wuss. And so it allows you to set the hook and keep the hook in it. If you had a weak backbone, and I do have a video on this on fishing rods, um, you have a hard time setting the hook and keeping the hook in the fish. So you want to be able to set the hook and keep the hook into the fish. Typically a good moderate fast is a good backbone. For especially if I was to get an all around rod, it'd be a medium moderate fast for people. Um, but So there's a difference here. This is a carbon fiber rod, and then I've got graphite rods in here. Now, carbon fiber's lighter, typically, can be stronger, typically, but graphites come in different, strengths. IM6, IM7, IM8, and IM fishing. No, not really. And so that tells you the strength of the rod. Now, there is no industry standard for tonnage. So if somebody says that, it's 24 tons, well, one thing, that's just a number, and they can say anything they want. When it comes down to it, you just want a strong rod, very light, very sensitive, with a good backbone. Now, I catch more fish than other people on the lake, and that's because I have better rods, and I have better line, and it's just important. So when it comes to gear, your line and your rod are very, very, very important. Now, reels, you know, I can work with just about any reel as long as it doesn't screw up. All right. When it comes to bait casting, the Pissy Fun is a great affordable reel. I'm a big Shimano fan too, as you guys know. So between Shimano and Pissy Fun, they're my preferred bait casting reels. Um, both are built well. They don't backlash. They're really, really good products. Really good products. Bait casting is one of those things. Now, spinning rods, I don't know. I'm not as picky when it comes to spinning rods. Now, the weight of the spinning rod is really, really, really important to me because you're just throwing it all day long, and it's got to be well balanced. Now, Pissy Fun does make probably my favorite reel, spinning reel, and it's called a Carbon X. It's made of carbon fiber and carbon. Really lightweight, and it's really strong. Great drag on it. Um, Casts a mile. It's on my light one right down here. Really is. If I was to tell you to get a good spinning reel, I mean, there's Shimano and there's Daiwa and Penn and all these other companies out there. They make great reels. Don't get me wrong. They make great reels. Um, but the Pissy Fun Carbon X, I don't think you can go wrong. Uh, it's really a good reel. Really lightweight. Um, and it feels great. I mean, I think I said 3,000 on that, maybe 2,000. Might be a 2,000. It's two, I think. And got my glasses on my eyes. Um, so, I mean, when it comes to reels, I don't think they're as important unless it's a bait casting reel. Spinning reels, you're really looking for strength and lightweight. Um, that's what I'm looking for is strength and lightweight. And bait casters, you just don't want it to backlash on you. You just don't want it to backlash. And you want it to cast a mile. You want it good lubrication, good braking system. And here's a Spark Pro by Pissy Foot. Very affordable. I think I got them on 2 for 1, so it was like $25 each. And you're thinking, Mike, how can you get a good bait caster for $25? Well, you can. You really can. Um, you just wait for sales. I think it's a $50 one normally. So yeah, I got a 2 for 1. And uh, and I mean, to be honest, it's really a good reel. And I've caught big fish with it. Oh, okay. My line got caught up on the lure. It let loose. Um, Now, I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to show you something. When you buy a lure, unless you buy it from a really good company or a private guy like me, you're not going to get great hooks typically. I mean, I replace hooks on lures all the time. So these are Gamakatsu's 1/0s on here. And you could get a beautiful bait and hook a fish all you want, but landing it may not be your rod's fault. It may not be your fault. It may not be the line's fault. More than likely, if you feel like you've done everything right, it was the hook's fault. And hooks, I mean, especially bass, they will shake out a hook. I mean, the bigger the bass, the stronger the bass, the more violent the bass. You have to have good hooks, and you cannot not skimp on hooks. You just can't. I think I see the householder. I owe them a sticker, and I brought stickers today. um, you gotta, you just gotta replace the hooks. Get some split ring pliers. Open up that split ring and take the old hook out and put new hooks in. You just have to if you want a better, ratio of landing fish. See, a lot of these people, they'll buy I had one of the guys here went to Temu and he bought a whole bunch of lures. Now, some of them are really good lures. I mean, they'll catch fish only if you replace those hooks. If you want to land more fish, replace the hooks on your cheap baits. You get something from like Sixth Sense for hard baits. Sixth Sense probably has the best hooks on a mass manufactured bait I've ever seen. They're really, really, really good hooks. Nickel plated, sharp as a tack. I mean, they're just really good, sharper than a tack. The nice thing about making your own baits, you can choose what you want to put on it before you. You don't have to replace my hooks unless you've caught 100 fish on it. It's time to replace your hooks. Old hooks will get dull. And I do have to replace hooks on my baits that are really successful. And I do that regularly. So I want you guys, you know, so so what would you spend on a nice spinning gear, nice spinning rod and gear? So I wish Pissy Fun had a good rod selection. They just at the moment they do not. My favorite one from them was the Carbon X rod. They don't make it anymore. I actually snapped the tip off of it, and so I have to settle for something else. I love Cajun rods. Um, I'll tell you about Loomis later after I get mine. And I mean, they have a great reputation, Loomis does. So I would tell you get a 2000 size Carbon X Pissy Fun reel. I don't think you can go wrong with that. That is a fantastic reel. It looks good. It feels good. It's well balanced. Super light. You can work with it all day long. For spinning reels, that is a great, great reel. For rods, I mean, a medium, moderate, fast. A medium, moderate, fast is what you're going to look for a good all around, fully multi-purpose rod. It can cast up to 3/4 ounce or so, half ounce weights, and you'll catch everything on it, from big bass to perch to crappie to everything. I mean, really, really, really good. Make sure it's light. I mean, carbon fiber is light. Carbon fiber is light. So Loomis the edge, they do have a medium light and medium for on sale for 150 bucks. And they kind of, what's your price range for it? You're probably going to spend 100 to 150 bucks for a good rod. And let me tell you, it's worth it. It's just worth it. It's worth every penny. A rod allows you to feel things, set, and I can play with my rods just by little motions on it. You can't, I think over here we're going to get smaller fish. So we're going to start pulling them in with the smaller bait. So let me grab the Pissy Fun reel that I was telling you about. Come on. There we go. So this is the Carbon X reel. That's a gorgeous reel. Really is. And this is a Cajun trigger. Now this is my light. So a light rod is very flexible, has less of a backbone, but it's more fun to catch stuff with. A medium light or a medium, a little more backbone, more versatile. So I put really light weights on this in order to have just a heck of a lot more fun. I mean, once you get addicted to light fishing, it's it's addicting. So we're just going to catch a few topwater here, and but light rods are harder to keep the hook in a mouth, so you have to you gotta just sort of pay attention, set the hook, and keep the line tight, and let the rod bend on you. Let the rod bend. It's a fantastic reel. You can't go wrong with this reel. Carbon X is an excellent reel. Morning. I just started. This is usually smaller bass right here. Out there, I try. Huh? Oh, yeah. Mike. Terrible at fishing. That's me.
Yeah, I run the bass club.
Oh, you did.
I'm Mike Evans.
Oh, you're Mike Evans. Oh my God. I can't. I'm not used to seeing you on that thing.
Yeah, that's not the birthday party, so we bring this out. We don't bring the bass cap for that.
Oh, you know what, Mike? Let me give you something. You're going to love me. You are going to love me. All right. Maybe. Where is it? That's not what I want. Just painted another one. Now, Mike lets me fish in the bass fishing tournament, and I got the stupidest boats of all. So they got these nice bass boats and stuff like that. Oh my God! I can't tell who you were when the sun. Oh my goodness! Oh yeah.
How you liking that thing?
I love this thing. It doesn't tip over.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, last year I capsized my kayak and almost killed me.
Yeah.
I was 10 minutes from death out in that cold water.
Yeah, that's one thing.
And I can't get back in a kayak now. I mean, it's just sad. Actually, I gave it to my son.
That's pretty cool little setup.
It's everything. Look, I mean, I've got a great fish finder. I even have a live
What'd you
well.
go with the Garmin?
Yeah, it's a 7, CD7.
Nice.
So probably same thing you got there.
Yeah, this is an SE, but it's an old model.
Oh yeah.
Super old one.
So I'm gonna give you this. It's a $50 lure. I painted it.
You
Did
painted
you?
it?
Uh-huh. And this lure is a top water wake bait. I just put gamakatsu hooks on it. Those are 1/0.
Oh, so they're sticky.
Very. Because I've been catching some pretty big bass in this lake.
Really?
Yeah. I
Are you
mean,
bass fishing here or are you
I'm
just
bass
trout?
fishing here.
Oh, you're bass.
I'm just sort of warming up on these smallies, or the small ones here. And keep that on top surface, troll it, splash it a few times. I'm telling you, Mike,
We find some good ones, huh?
that's going to win some tournaments with you.
Well, we can try that.
That's a really,
Thank
real.
you.
I just painted another one at home so I can give out. But yeah, this one, that one looks like a trout.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Same one just looks like a trout.
Do you ever
Maybe
fish
that
that side much?
Oh yeah, I painted it too. What?
You ever fish the logs over there much?
I do. In fact, I hooked what I think is about a 13, 14 pounder over there on that lure, in fact, and he shook it out. I mean, I was really mad. So I had twos on it.
Oh, hi.
And so I had twos on it. So I bought these 1/0 gamakatsus. And I caught, some bass yesterday on, and those were really sticky. I mean, they could not shake it out. So I really modified the bait in order to have a really good one.
Wonder if you put swivel here that these will turn instead of catching like that and jerking the bait.
Maybe. I have swivels,
Well, because if you look at a lot of the newer stuff,
right?
they're putting to where these turn. So when the bass actually twist it up, it don't get stuck like this and pop. What it does is it'll actually turn here and it keeps just doing circles, so it stays in their mouth.
I'll do that. I have some really nice swivels.
Yeah, just
Some
like the
ball
ball
bearing.
ones, ball bearing.
Yeah, I've
And-
got some
and
nice
they're-
ball bearing
and so,
swivels.
Like
But the problem about that with 1/0, I mean, I have to go to a short shaft.
yeah,
That's not a short shaft. So if I put a swivel, it's going to be too long, and the hooks will
we'll grab.
grab on each other.
But yeah,
So those right here, I mean, you can shake that thing, and it does
Oh, yeah.
a really good job
well, yeah,
at not catching on itself.
Those are a good bait.
no.
It's a great bait,
So like
and it's one of my best. I mean, that's why we sell it for $50. But
you were pretty good with it?
that bait brand is patterned after another bait on the market, and it's $50 bait.
Right under the trees.
So you're going to have a great time with that, Mike.
Yeah, because a lot of the 6 cents, I don't know if you do much with the 6 cents.
Oh, I did until I started painting my own.
Oh yeah, well, no, exactly. I
Paint
said
my
it.
own now.
I try to do all that.
I love
just
6
don't
cents
have enough
hooks.
time. I just never have enough time. So I
Well,
started doing a
okay.
lot of more. Yeah,
Right.
I started doing a lot more of the 6 cents, and if you
They're
notice,
fantastic.
everything down here turns. So the bass will actually.
Well, they probably do now
Oh yeah.
because they didn't back then. In fact,
Well, ever since
I used it.
has been with them, they've been doing that.
Milliken, yeah, that
Yeah.
guy's a airbag in my opinion. But yeah, here's a beautiful 6 cents. But you see,
Oh yeah, yeah, and those
this is a great top water. So I mean, out here, I know we have a state record in this lake. I know we do.
big ones. It's just harder to the water's so clear, so it's harder to target. So you're really having to cast, making sure they don't see you.
Well, they're hiding underneath there, but Les caught, he caught that 10-pounder on the board last year, and he hooked what he thought is a 14-pounder out here with a pencil hook, pencil bait, and he got it up to the boat and he shook it off. So both of us know we've got a state record because it's only 12 pounds, our state record in
Right.
largemouth.
Yeah.
We could beat that here. So I'm really wanting to. I want Terrible at Fishing, all right, my channel, to catch a state record because I just think there's irony there.
Yeah. Terrible Fishing's got the state record. There you go.
How are you doing? How are you two doing? It's been
Good.
forever.
I know.
I mean, after I capsized last year, I didn't.
Just haven't done much.
No, I was scared.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I mean,
don't blame you.
almost dying.
I was out there for 40 minutes in freezing water before they were able to
You get, like,
last them.
hypothermia.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, my core temperature when it drops to 90, you're dead. And my core temperature got to 92. 10 more minutes in the water, I would have been dead.
That's crazy.
And so I just, I bought this because I owned one of these before and I loved it. And they made some nice improvements, like
Yeah, you got a nice setup.
giving me my handicap bar. Although most people, this is actually a casting bar you put at the front.
Yeah.
I put it in the back
Yeah, but it
because,
stays out of your way that way.
well, it does. And my brain's broken. So, I mean, the aneurysm and strokes just hurt my brain. And so I can't stand up on a boat unless I'm in something like this. But I just grab a hold of this when I get in and out of my boat. So it works really well for me. But
Well, that's awesome.
yeah, it's
It's a
good to
nice
see.
little setup,
It's good to
man.
see you.
Yeah, it is good to see you
Yeah.
guys.
I like that.
I do miss bass tournaments. And when I
Right.
got this, I asked you, I go, what can I fish in? And
Well, if you got a live well, you could fish it, but the hard thing is with the boats, we can run everywhere.
well, that's what's so funny. I catch the biggest stuff around the marina. So while you guys are zipping around, while you guys are zipping around the lakes, I'm fishing right where we launched.
And believe me, I've
Catch a
seen
big bass though.
I've seen
There
tournaments.
are.
Well, think about it. So, like a largemouth, they don't travel that much in a few days.
Right.
Like spots will travel. I've heard of spots travel 15 miles a day,
Right.
where a largemouth might move a mile a day. So, if you think about it, all the big tournaments they dump them not far from the dock.
Right.
So technically, those bass are still in the
They'll
vicinity.
stick around there. Yeah. So yeah, it's so I miss you guys. I mean, I don't know.
It's good to see you out here, though.
Yeah.
You're enjoying the fishing life.
I do.
That's
And
awesome.
I would love to catch a state record out of this lake. I mean,
You
most
give
people.
enough time, you're going to find it.
I found it. I just didn't have the right hook on it. And now with those gamakatsus, those things are sticky, man. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
that's going to catch.
I
That's
put
going
a
to.
couple through my finger.
Yeah. Any time a fish is going to bite that, they're going to stay on. So, and you're right. You know, if I change that to a short shaft with a swivel, I think that
it won't
I think
bend.
yeah, I think that is a really good idea. I mean, the nice thing about making your own baits, you can do what you want with them.
Well, you do the
And
testing.
yeah,
Test it. Yeah.
well, you know, I tell my viewers that there's you can buy a hook, a beautiful bait, but the hooks suck.
Yep.
So you're
Wanna
always
change 'em up.
changing out the hooks, unless you're buying, let's say, a 6 cents. 6 cents is probably the best hook I've ever seen on a mass-produced bait.
Really.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, see,
really good
I
baits.
never changed my Yeah, I don't change those ones.
No, they're really good hooks. So I mean,
'Cause I have a lot of their big swim baits, like their draws and shit. What else was there? They got.
Well, you saw that 150.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got those. Yeah. I got.
That's a beast.
I
That's a
got those.
beast.
Well, I'm running I got the 9-inch draw, 9.5-inch draws.
Right.
Those, and I don't throw them much because I have so many big baits anymore. But I haven't been doing a lot of bass fishing this year. I kind of
Really?
backed out a little bit. Well, we're trying to get to the coast, so we're trying to buy a house there for like a rental, like
Airbnb.
VRB, yeah, Airbnb or the VRBO,
Yeah.
so we can use it when we want to go down there and bass fish. Because I don't know if you've ever been to 10 Mile.
I've never even seen the Oregon coast yet.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's
gotta
it's
get over
gotta
there.
get over there.
I know.
There's so much
Bass
bass
lakes over
fishing
there.
there.
I know. I just,
Like
but
techniques
you know,
is
because
another
of my poor health, I stick here because I have
Yeah.
good self and my Garmin watch will notify them if I'm in trouble.
Oh, that's good.
So these guys basically they're my EMTs.
There you go.
So here my wife doesn't mind me fishing alone here,
Yeah,
but if I go somewhere else,
you need to go with something.
I
Yeah.
understand her because when he used to go to Shasta by himself, I'm like, that is a long way.
it is. And by the way, when you use that bait, look for eagles. They'll dive on
Like
it real
grab
quick.
it.
They do. They dive on it, man.
That makes sense. It looks like
It looks like a fish in the water,
looks
just
like a
doing,
dying
and
fish.
it's splashing.
Yeah, it looks
And
like
so these ospreys, they just start diving on them,
Oh, that's funny.
and it'll dive 2 feet if you reel it in real quick, and usually
hit
that
it that
discourages the eagle from hitting it. So, but yeah, I have to put one eye up, one eye down.
Don't take my bait.
I've snapped 2 rods this last month, and I was like, so I'm waiting for those rods to be
that's-
replaced.
What rod are you using?
I use Cajun rods mostly.
Why not you make your own?
Oh, it's just too much work. Cajun is handmade rolled
That is true.
carbon here in
Oh.
America. I did order a Loomis Edge, but it takes a while. So I wanted to try the Loomis, see what it was like. Weird because it has a carbon fiber grip. Kind of weird, but they say you're able to fill the blank better through that grip instead of EVA or a cork. So it'll be interesting to see if I like the rod or not.
Right.
So
Have
they
you-
do
you
make a
haven't used it
medium
yet?
light that I really want to get. So I bought a medium because I snapped my medium. So I've got a garage sale medium here
There you go.
that just for my
Get you out there.
frog.
Yeah, get you out there.
Well, you got your backups, right?
Right.
But
And
yeah,
then
kick the-
I've lost my BFS rods because I snapped both of them.
Oh,
I kicked my $500 rod, my Dobbins XP, right in the water.
at Shasta.
Yeah, I freaking was running a big swim bait, backed up and kicked my rod while I was snagged on this one, and I had
I
it
just
loaded.
can't pay that much for a rod. And I got to stay under 200 per rod.
Yeah, see my rod.
That's how I am.
Yeah, I got to stay under 200. But there's some great rods under 200.
is.
You know, the Loomis Edge is
Yeah.
I hear it's really
I
good.
tell you what. So me being a Dobbins person, I love my Dobbins. Like
I'm sure. I want to try Dobbins, but I just, they make an ultralight that I would love to get, but I just can't spend that much money.
Well,
Well, they got
have
the Dobbins,
cheaper
the
rods.
Dobbins Fury, which is a great line, and it's like $120.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a great line. I've never had issues with it. She fishes because
Yeah.
I actually started with
I
one of
use
those,
Yeah,
and almost everything I bought and now went to the XPs and
sure.
I gave them on to her, and she outfishes me most of the time. But that's
They're
how
nice
it is,
rods.
right?
They're not that expensive.
Yeah, they're 100. They're anywhere.
So
I think they start at 150.
You still be with the Bass Club?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
we
good.
still do the Bass Club. We just don't. We're not so like the boats. I did a more of a gap, and then
Right.
the kayaks I did more in the middle of the summer. So like our kayak next month is our finals. So we did 5 tournaments this year with the kayaks.
I
We're
just-
picking a little more up. I'm slowing the boats down. It's just so much money.
Yeah.
I put $150 in the truck to get to the lakes, and then you put $100 in the boat. It's just
Yeah.
man,
It's a lot.
And then plus $80 to enter.
Yeah.
yeah, you're looking at $300 to $400 just to go fish for the day, and then and it's not bad because entering at $80, I do pay shit. The last tournament I think we paid $1,200 out, so it's a good win when you win, but only one person wins, right? So you get second, third, you get your money back, but you're not making enough to.
How can you never do one here?
It's just hard because of how busy it gets.
Busy
Like
it
if we did it super early or later in the year where it don't get so busy, I think we'd be fine.
There's some great bass fishing.
Oh, I'm not saying there's not good bass fishing here. It's just the boats.
That's the
trout, the
problem.
boat
You
trout.
need to do a kayak tournament here.
Yeah, and it has to be.
You
early
do
in the year or
you
later.
do a kayak tournament here for bass.
Yeah.
I think it would be really, really good because the boat it would get the only improvement I would do on this lake is hidden coves. There are
Yeah,
none.
there is.
There's no
Right,
fingers
yeah.
in this lake. So in this lake, it's just it's wide open. But there are some really good offshore spots.
Oh, there
I've
is.
got some lunker spots offshore here that are really, really good typically. When they're out there, they're just all over the place. So you'll catch 3, 4, 5 pounders out there.
But yeah, that's always the problem we have is when about another hour you're going to have how many wakeboard boats out here?
We have fair this weekend. So
Oh, that's true. It might not get.
I don't think it's going to be that busy this weekend because of the fair.
That is true.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
And on the way home yesterday, I hit Judgment Day, man. I had hills that was
Like a
as
video.
Oh, man.
yeah, it was
it
as
was
big as a
huge.
golf ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy.
No, we were out there trying to golf and got poured on.
I'd never seen hail that big. I thought my windows were going to smash. My truck was going to look like a ball beam. Hammer hit
A
it.
shotgun hit it.
Oh my gosh. You couldn't hear yourself. My son was putting his fingers in his ear. It was so deafening. I've never seen hail that big.
Wow.
That was huge.
It was like and I didn't even realize this weather was supposed to be like. I'm like, what is this?
Well, they said it was
You didn't say
possible
anything.
monsoons, but I expected water, not
not
Judgment
hails.
Day hail. My goodness. It's like
a
I drove
beautiful
by,
day
I was
today.
driving by Sodom and Gomorrah, and all of a sudden, they're gone. Yeah, look at today. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
beautiful.
Beautiful day.
You can't ask for a better
There's
day.
a-
No,
Hi.
we actually got to get over there to get the kids, but
Oh, are they? Okay, I'll let you go.
yeah.
But you have fun with that bait.
I'll throw it.
I mean,
Go get some
and,
pictures.
and if you can, if you want, yeah, send me some
I'll send you
pictures
some-
Yeah.
because I'm telling you, that is a great bait. I've caught a lot of bass on that bait. That bait's probably caught about 30 bass since I painted it.
Oh
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
It still looks great.
Well, I just put new, yeah, and I
You
just put new
got
hooks.
yeah.
Yeah,
don't have
I
hooks,
replaced.
which is great.
I just put those hooks on just this week, so those are brand new hooks. So you don't have to replace those.
You
Good
know, it
morning.
almost does like a coconut look.
Yeah, but it's a good color for this lake.
Oh, for
That
here?
green
Well,
is
soaking
really
here, too.
good. Yeah. So yeah, you'll have a good time with that, Mike. It's good seeing you guys.
Good
You
seeing you.
too.
Yeah,
That's a big one, man.
I'm
Look
trying.
at that state record.
I want to stay. I want a guy saying terrible at fishing and win it.
Yes. That would be so awesome.
You're just gonna put on there terrible fishing got the state record.
Exactly. And on one of my baits.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, you can buy my baits in the store, and it's funny. Yeah, they have them in the store over there, and $50, for something that says terrible at fishing. Who would do that? Yeah, there is tipping those things over. I don't like them. Don't say that. I had outriggers on mine.
Over here.
It paid off for him to stop by me.
Oh, okay. You ready to go swimming already back there? Ready, baby? Crazy? Ready. That's pretty warm. Ready? It's 70 degrees water. Yeah, that's warm as shit. That's hotter than some of the hotel.
It's been up to 76 degrees, the lake lately.
Whole boat that's open, so I'm just saying. Hurt. You put on the pontoon, you have to watch out for a killer dog. It's like this big. Trying to chew it off.
First stock or second? I was getting confused. Well, that's first stock. Good. Good, 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 good. Wait. There. There. We get him a sticker. Promised his little boy a sticker, and I gotta fulfill my promise. He's just pulling away in his kayak, so grab a sticker. Put one in my wall right here. Gotta have a terrible fishing sticker. Just good. Morning. I brought a sticker for him. Remember, I promised him a sticker. The little boy. One more? I thought it was this one. He said first one. All right. Fine. I get my docs confused. Here we go. One more then. They're there. Somebody, I owe somebody a sticker. That was the first doc. See, now I'm kind of like docs all confused. Oh, is this a you got a rope in the water?
Yeah.
Matt, I promised a little boy one of those stickers.
Oh, okay.
And so
I can give it to him.
do that.
Okay. All right.
Terrible at fishing.
Okay. All right. Well, he'll love it.
It's my YouTube channel. But he bought one of my baits, and I said, well, I'll get, or I think I might have given him. I always give kids baits. But yeah, give that to him.
I
And
will.
yeah, I think said I thought it was the first doc.
No, it's this one. I guarantee is little red-haired kid.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a
He's normally out here fishing up a storm. So
good. Well, I'm glad I didn't just leave it on their dock. So I come out here a lot, and then I'm looking for somebody here. I saw you guys the other day, but I thought it was the first dock.
Nope.
C'est la vie. Everybody should have a terrible sticker, a fishing sticker. It's easy to exceed your expectations when you're terrible at something.
That's right. Right.
What's your name?
I'm Eric.
Eric, I'm Michael. And you? Margo, nice to meet you guys. You too. Ah. There's a 14-foot spot out here by the buoys. It's pretty good. We'll throw the beast out there. Gave a $50 bait away today, guys. But Mike, he's a pretty cool guy. He runs the Basin Bass Club, and he let me fish out of my kayak against the boats and stuff. And really cool guy. If anybody deserves it, he does. So I give a lot of stuff away. I just do. There's more joy in giving than there is in receiving. That'll take a big fish about right now. Waiting for that blow up. Yeah, he's just hanging back. Hanging back. We can work the docks. You never know what's around the docks. Just never know, right? So actually, Mike gave me a really good pointer. Maybe we go with a short shaft, and these hooks are cheap. Not cheap. Like I said, that's $50 lure like that. And here, docks. I'm going to work these docks. Some of the down trees here. Let me see if we can't get something to come out from under the dock. Yeah, we'll throw the beast towards it. I don't know. Yeah, that feels good to get that. Just paint another one. Just clear coated it too. So Monday it'll be ready to fish with. And what? No, you're not. The shafts aren't short enough to put a swivel. I like that idea though a lot. Good idea. So we're just over here on the west side or east side of the lake in these residences. Big down tree right here. So we're just going to get this one shot. See if we can't something out. I know you guys probably make fun of the way I cast. Oh, there's a pop up. Little guy, tried it. Blow up. Let's see if you guys can see. Bait here. Look for the pink thing in the water. I know it's weird, but pink works. I'm looking for the girl fishes. My girl bait. Oh, dang it. Oh, came out from my, I hit right between the branches there. Oh, I thought I was going to hook a branch. 12 inches too far. But that's all right. We got it right. We would have motored over there and hooked it. amazing all the little things you could do to a bait to get better hookups and you know, landing ratios. I like putting swivels on the hooks. I never thought about that. Swivel on the hook. Good idea. I have a bunch of ball bearing swivels. One little blow up over there. Let's try over here, but I make fun of the way I cast, but it lands where I want it. Work that bait pretty much to your boat. Don't give up on it. Learned that rule yesterday when I had a pop, blow up right in front of me. Scares the crap out of you. Bass jumps right in your face. Yeah, it does scare you. It's a good scare though. I don't usually visit these docks too often. I'm always on the west side, but we'll give it a shot. Since I'm over here. Oh, there we go. We got one. We got one. All right. He's a fighter. Let's feel it. He got it right on the drop. Here he comes. Come on. It's a little guy, not very big. You can see him swimming in the water. The water's so beautiful right now. Here he comes. There he is. There he is. Nice sized little guy. 3/4 pounder with cheese, maybe. There you go. Again, give him a kiss. Let him go. Hit it right on the drop. That's why it's real important to set your bail. Close it up as soon as it hits the water. Get ready to set the hook because the bass will just hit anything. Well, not anything. They're feisty little things. First fish of the day, 3/4 pounder with cheese. Look at that. You guys can make fun of the way I cast. That's exactly where I wanted it. Each rod casts different. It's got a different feel to it. So as I switch rods in my hand, if I go from carbon fiber to graphite to, glass or something like that, they all have a different casting feel. So I miss a cast or two at the very beginning until your muscle memory kicks in on that particular design. Um, but then your muscle memory kicks back in, and you're able to yeah, get that feel back. can never leave your umbrellas up. Yesterday's storm. Couple those umbrellas. See that other boat? Bam. Good cast. Great cast. Oh, there we go. Nice little blow up. He came right out of the water. Little guy though. Did you see him? Just came right out of the water, that little guy. Baby. But what a fun little blow up that was. Oh, it's a small mouth, that's why. Smallies are more fun. Because you're just more entertaining, aren't you? There you go. Give him a kiss. And send him on away. What a fun little fish that was. He jumped right out of the water onto it. He knew it wasn't a very big fish, but what a fun little catch. Smallies are the most fun to catch. They really are. Small. Oh, there we got another one. We got a few of them down there. Look at that. Here he comes. Let's just let him swim towards me. Just sort of steer his way. Another little guy. Yep, another smallmouth. Same size, just not as acrobatic as your brother, huh? Not as acrobatic as your brother or sister. I don't know. Mwah. See if we can get a bigger smallie over there, huh? He's got a few of them under the dock right there. They are more fun to catch. I mean, pound for pound, they got more bite in them than large. Probably 3 times the bite. East Side Docks. So they sold one of these homes over here. 1.1 million. Crazy. By the way, you don't own the land. You lease the land. This is national forest land. National forest. And you have an HOA. $1 million. I do not want an HOA. I'll tell whoever's tells me I can't do something, take a flying leap. That ain't gonna happen. Not for $1 million. $1 million, I'll do what I want. See, some of these homes are overbuilt. They're only allowed up to 1,500 square feet. And some of these homes, they've overbuilt, especially the richest guy on the lake, which has a 900 horsepower, well, actually two 450s on his pontoon boat over here. Way overbuilt. You can put a teepee in front of his house. I guess if you want to expand, put a teepee out. But he's got a lot of money, and I guess that with certain privileges, I guess. But that house looks bigger than 1,500 square feet. Takes a while to get the permits, for all this stuff. Years. And you don't own the land under the house. Not like you can move it. Pretty house. I love the log cabin look out here. Looks really good. Love the log cabin. Got some vegetation over here. So let's see if we can get some out from that vegetation. Probably some largemouth hiding in here. Poor Doc. These guys haven't visited today. This season. Terrible shape. A little bit better angle on it. Get around the stock a little bit. There we go. That's good. Yeah. A couple docks down, a couple small mouths hit, down in a couple large mouths over there, a few docks down further. Should have some large mouths around here. Yeah, you got good cover. Yeah. So we should get a bite here. Well, that was stupid.
Part of the lake better than others.
Yeah, yeah. I don't usually fish your guys' docks. I just don't make it over here that much. Huh? No, I like Rainbow Bay and then the east side, the swimming shores. Look, see, there was a little one that jumped up right there. Um, the east side between the marina and Aspen have a lot of smallmouth, and they really are the more fun fish to catch. But I've been shooting for some pretty big largemouth, and so on the other side of the lake is usually where you can find those under the big cover. They love those big trees. They're all hitting top water right now. Every one of these rods have top water lures on them. Water's warm. It's 70, 70 degrees right now over here. Yeah, well, the ducks are adorable, especially with the babies. Oh, well, they kind of adopt each other's kids. Yeah, she didn't give birth to that. They adopt them as the parents, you know, either leave them or are killed. A little surprised I didn't get a bigger hit. Those guys look like they haven't been here all year. They're just sort of letting that go, I guess, huh? Yeah, there's a whole family of ducks. Got to be a largemouth in here that's decent size. Good vegetation. Try by that tree. Actually, bass don't mind it. I mean, every lure that I throw for a bass is loud. They gravitate to noise. It looks really stained over here too. It looks like standing this area here. I mean, you would hope with some of the vegetation I would have got a better hit, but this water isn't quite as nice as you would want it to be over here. there's a little jet, that ground's jetting out over here. So maybe, maybe we'll get something. Ducks are following me along the shoreline. Try the southern end. Did I forget my food? Oh no, I got it. My snacks. I gotta have my snacks. I've been relegated to a cow. My doctor said I have to graze. Yes, I know I'm big, but I'm not a cow. Oh, there we go. Oh, we missed it. Missed it. How do you miss it? You stupid fish. Perfectly good bait. Nice little blow up though. Little guy like the one we caught, that smallmouth. He blew up on it just like him. Come over here to the side of the dock and see if we can't see if there's something more significant over here. You can make fun of my casting all you want. It's accurate. Especially with those stupid poles sticking. Make sure I didn't hook one. Couldn't get him up twice. This looks like a smallmouth area here. Lacks vegetation on the bottom, usually smallies like that. Always like a little bit warmer water because so rocks retain heat. A rocky bottom retains heat, and you can and so it creates a slightly warmer atmosphere down at the bottom than a vegetated one. Now vegetation creates more oxygen, so that's really good, and that's why fish like it. Besides, it gives them the ability to ambush prey. Um, you want shooting the docks here. I think we can get here. Significant. Real rich guys. House dogs then. I used to fish the Ventura Marina, Ventura, California. It's like a city of mansions and yachts. So much. I mean, who doesn't love looking at boats? That's cool. But I mean, it's just like a seaside city, and it's so neat. I mean, there's so many fish too. Even dolphins and whales go into the marina. So it is just one of the coolest things. I always enjoyed that. And in this boat, actually, one boat just like it. One I had before it. Well, windscreen on that boat. Oh, God. He was right there in front of me. Scared the crap out of me. I told you they scare you when they jump through your boat. I hate when I get scared. It's like your defenses go way down, and all of a sudden, yeah, he's good size. Got around it. You would have been a fun one on the flight, bro. I hate getting scared. Fish saying, "Oh, wait." Did this twice. He missed it, by the way. He came up right behind. Oh, there we go. It's a little guy. It's a little baby guy. A largemouth. He just gave up. He's just laying there on top of the water, just like, oh yeah, okay, get down. There's a little largemouth. The difference between a largemouth and a smallie. Smallies would have fought me all the way. They'll grow up. He did it right on the draw. I think it's important that you talk to your cast. You gotta encourage. You can do it. You can do it. It's very important. If you do it enough, it works. I guarantee you, if you do it enough, it'll work. That is a fishing secret. I forget his name, Devereaux or something like that. He owns all the Lithia dealerships. Two 450 horsepower engines on that boat. 900 horsepower on a lake that's not even 3 miles long. I'd have that. I'd have that boat on Shasta. You could really open it up and enjoy it, but on this lake, by the time you open it up, you gotta stop. Oh my gosh, it's kind of crazy. But he's a car guy, I guess. You know, he owns Lithia Auto dealerships in Oregon, so car guys want more horsepower, more power, even in a boat that you can't. I mean, most horsepower in a car is wasted anyway. It's a nice looking boat. It's a gorgeous boat. Really, really pretty boat. It's the Bennington Elite series, which are gorgeous, but 900 horsepower. It's funny. Very funny. You gotta love the teepee. Can't expand onto your house, but you can put a teepee out. Everybody's kind of afraid of this guy because he's got all the money. Yeah. Money does not make you powerful, it makes you influential. Power is an illusion. A person's only as powerful as you let him be. I can knock somebody down to size pretty quick if they want to think they're powerful around me. I mean, look at my little boat. My little boat's cute. And his big boat is beautiful. It ain't cute. So I got him beat. I got the cuter boat. He's got the prettier boat. $500,000 for that boat. So there you go. The difference. Do you want cute or beautiful? You know? Well, if I was single, I'd want cute. Cute lasts longer. That's a personality thing. Beautiful fades. Blow up one of those engines. It's not so beautiful. This boat's always going to be cute. I don't care. Oh, we're coming up to a party dock of mine. I'll probably stop and say hi to everybody. Neil and his kids and stuff. The nice thing is, you get to know everybody on the lake, and most people are really nice. That guy, he's hard to get to know. Again, life of privilege, I guess. I hear he's a really nice guy from people who actually have conversations with him. And I'm sure he is in his own little realm. Coming up to the next little in betweens. Nice little sailboat. I love little sailboats like that. Little weekender, little tiny little sleeper in it. And you just take it out for the weekend, sleep out on in a bay or something, a lake or something like that. And it's just tiny, but fun little boats. See, cute. I'd rather have cute than beautiful. Any I don't know if I know any of them. I don't know. Good morning, guys. Ask. I'm a wealth of misinformation. Yeah, you can ask me anything you want. Don't care. Don't guarantee the answers though. Smallmouth and largemouth on your side. Yeah, there's a dock over there had a nice little school of smallies underneath there, and they're really the better fighters.
Ah.
So you catch a, you even catch a smallmouth, it'll fight like a big largemouth. So they're fun, huh? Well, this is a light rod, so I everything fights good on a light rod. So it's a lot of fun. You guys got the cool dock. So I know quite a few owners that live on this dock, and it's like, yeah, you guys are nice people. You do have good neighbors right here. Yeah. Some other docks, not so nice. They look at me like, why are you fishing near me? I don't know what they ain't friendly folk. Hey, you guys, you have good neighbors on this dock. They're good people. This is the dock I don't mind visiting. All my rods have topwater lures. So the water is about 70 degrees over here. So the bass like to hit and break surface. So they jump right out of the water and hit this bait that's sort of swimming on top.
And what are you fishing?
I fish for bass.
Oh, and that your lure.
This,
Or do you do bait?
I make my own. So all my baits are hand painted by me. So like this is see that pink and black?
Yeah.
I know it looks weird. I catch a lot of girl fishes. And this one, come on. See that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I painted that. That's a looks like a obviously a rainbow trout. But as I get into bigger bass waters, yeah, this will catch anywhere from 1 to 10 pound bass. So it it's my big boy. 50-pound test on it and stiffer rod. And so, but around here, I'll catch one, maybe 2-pounders over here. And on a light rod, it'll feel like a 10-pounder. So it's let's see, this is called a wake bait, and it just stays on top of the water. See that pink just flashing? Kind of looks like, the pink makes it look like a bleeding fish. And I catch a ton of fish on this bait. They love it.
Then the big boy, that's a full sink, right?
No, that's a wake bait just like this.
Oh, okay.
Except that guy, he's in a very expensive bait I sell. I just painted another one and clear coated it yesterday. So, a little different pattern. This guy, I mean, it looks like a fish out there. But see, you change the speed of the reel, and it looks like a struggling fish. You always have to watch for eagles, because the eagles will dive on this guy.
Especially if they think it's struggling.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they dive on it all the time. And then I reel it in fast and I can get it to dive to 2 feet. So, but this is a very attractive bait to largemouth bass. They love this bait. And it looks like a fish just having a hard time on top. But yeah, they all have each rod is a different strength, different bait on it. There's my frogging rod. So when I get down to the lily pads, we'll break the frogging rod out and throw the frog out onto the lily pads. Yeah, you can hear them. I did almost catch a frog. Stupid thing chased my bait. I really thought I was going to catch a frog. I mean, a frog eating a frog is kind of like sick. I mean, what's he doing that for? But yeah, it's just fun. People ask me, why do you have so many rods? They all have a different purpose, different strength.
Right.
And instead of having one rod for everything, you have each rod is specific for something else. So this is the same thing, just in a bone color. And it looks like I'm pulling a hard-boiled egg across the water. But they like it. What can you do? I mean, some of my strangest colors, work really well. And in this lake, pink works really well. Pink and greens. I can fish pink and greens all day long and catch fish. So pink just is so pretty in the water. It's bright, really bright. And we have such clear water here. Although on your side, it's been a little milky, especially up there. Some of those docks have really milky water. And I was like, I don't get over here that much. So I'm not used to the color shift. Like right here, you can see the bottom. 8 feet, 7 feet deep here. So, I mean, that looks really good. But about 8 docks up, it was gross looking. Like it was dirty.
It's interesting.
I thought so too. And I didn't get hardly, I had a little one pop, but fish don't like it. I think that resident likes to feed the ducks. And so he throws a lot of duck food out in the water and it dirties it.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of ducks over there, and he was out there and I think it's the fact he was throwing all this duck food out that was just making the water look stupid.
Yeah.
What's your guy's name? I'm Michael, by the way.
Michael, Misty, my daughter Erin Christensen's. We've been at D9. We bought it in '84.
Oh, good year. Yeah. Met my wife in '85. She ain't dumped me yet. Should have probably. I mean, I'm Italian. You can only handle an Italian for a decade, 4 decades. That's a lot.
There you go.
Gotta love that woman. So how old are you? Yeah. You're no way. You're not 40. Is she really?
Yeah. Yeah, Christy's 71. I'm 75.
Oh, you guys look great.
Well, thanks.
You guys, well, I do, but they're right here. Uh, you guys look great. I swear, I thought you were a teenager with those glasses and the hat and stuff. Because I have a 22-year-old daughter and 15-year-old daughter.
Condolences.
If I knew what freaks you girls were at 15, I would have never dated one when I was 15. Girls are weird at 15. Raising them, and it's just no offense, but I don't know how teenage boys do it. I don't think they know. It is. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'll let you go. Enjoy your morning.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you guys.
And it's what's your name again?
Michael.
Mike.
I have a YouTube channel called Terrible at Fishing. In fact, you're on it. I do lives in the morning, and so yesterday's live, at the end of it, you'll see me catch a nice size on that big one. You'll see me catch one on that live. But I came on this side because one of the kids, I always give baits to kids that I make, and I gave one to a kid that lives second dock down, and he wanted one of my stickers, and I kept forgetting to bring a sticker. So I saw some folks out there, and I motored over, and that's why I'm over here, because I owed him a sticker, a Terrible at Fishing sticker. Everybody should have a Terrible at Fishing sticker. They're expensive though. But kids, they always get free stuff from them. They're kids. I think you're Neil. You know Neil and his wife. They're really sweet. And then I think the boat. Huh? Is that's them that has the two little ones, the little boy and girl?
Yeah, that's there.
That's so cute. They definitely got free baits from me. I mean, too adorable. I mean, they're just too cute. Oh, new motor. I'm not used to it. It's faster than my old one, huh? I always do. Yeah, my son works at the lodge, so as a good father, I always take him to work, and I suffer the entire day waiting for him to get off work. I don't know how I do it, but I do it. You keep dressed like that, young lady, and you'll have a bunch of teenage boys looking at you. I can't believe she's 40. My goodness, and you guys, I my doctor says I have to graze to lose weight. So basically, she said I was a cow, but I got grazing food in my bag. So I'm as big as a cow, and I got to eat like one now. See you guys.
Take care.
The best dock. That's the best dock to visit. Best neighbors on the lake. Best neighbors on the lake. You know that? Can't believe that girl's 40. You know, the older you get, the younger the world. You can't tell ages anymore. You can't tell. I don't know. I can't tell. About a 40-year-old girl, woman was a teenager. Normally, you never ask a woman her age unless she's a teenager. Oh my goodness. I can embarrass myself. Kind of embarrassed. Oh, there we go. There we go. Here we go. There we go. Right by the dock. Feels like a largemouth, although I think I lost him. I lost him. Dang it. Or he's swimming towards me. Nope, I still got him. He's swimming towards me. It's a largemouth. No, it's a smallie. Huh. He was just swimming towards me. Get the de-hooker out. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Stop it. Quit muscling up on me. He was just swimming right towards me. I thought he came off. Go grow up. See if we can get something a little bit bigger than him. By that, you know, smallies do like to score more so than large. Usually, you find one. You can hook one or two more before you lose your spot. Bit of vegetation here. I'm gonna try right in the middle there. This is a graphite rod, so we went from a carbon fiber rod to this graphite. A little bit more of a backbone to it on this. This is a pissy fun. Serpent. Yeah, they just don't have any love. Ladies. Yes. The real low gear ratio on this reel too. It's 5 to 1. So you got it pretty quick. How are you two doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm enjoying the day. Yesterday was a weird day weather-wise, but
Yeah.
today I know I hit the God's judgment on the way home. That hailstorm.
Oh,
It was like golf ball size hail.
oh, really?
Everybody was pulled over because I didn't think my truck was going to make it. Yeah, it was just right at the what do you call it, Rocky Point turnoff. Oh, everybody hit it. It was crazy. Yeah, I'm glad it didn't come up here. But be in my boat when I was getting pelted. Coming up to a point here. That's always a good spot. The ladies are going over it right now in their paddle boards. They ain't scared of nothing. So try to get under the tree a bit. There smallies here. Get smallmouth. Looks like so. How to reel this thing in, especially when your boat's traveling towards you. Big reel is fast, and now we're at a it's more of a largemouth terrain here. Oh, we've got some lily pads over here. So see if we can't get one that pokes out of these lily pads. These people's. I like nice people. Kicking back, enjoying the day on their dock, lakeside. That's awesome. I do it every day. I don't know how lakeside home. Kind of close. Had fish in there. Landed right in the middle. Probably pick up. More on. So let's keep working these up. Probably one or two good ones in here. Oh, that was. This is a big reel. Again, this is a bait feeder reel. I'm not used to casting such a large reel. And it is a large reel. Looks like a good area. All right. Throw a frog in the middle of that and see what happens. Let's try that. Throw a frog in the middle of that. Something in there. there you go. Oh, oh, he's big. He's big. He's big. He's a big fish. There is a big one in there. See if we can get his attention again, guys. That was a big blowout. That was a big blowout. I pulled it right out of his mouth, too. You got to remember when you're frogging, you got to let him dive for it. There he goes. There. Oh, missed him. Dang it. Second time. I'm not going to get a third shot at this. I let him dive, and he just didn't do it. Dang it. I don't know if he's going to hit it 3 times, guys. He's good 2-pounder, maybe 3. You heard it? You may have seen it. I don't know. Lily pad fishing right here. Thought I had him that time. Let him dive with it. Just not long enough. You gotta wait like a whole second, which is a lifetime of fishing. Here. He'll hit my beast if I find a way to swim it around this thing. I'm gonna do a faster retrieve and walk it faster. See if I can change the bait presentation. Something different. 2 shots on that guy. I missed him. Good on my left side. Yeah, we got some weeds. All right. I'm gonna throw the beast and try to run this perimeter here. I know the guy's here. Try. Yeah. Well, he's big enough. He's big enough for this guy. All right. I hate it that I missed something twice. You don't get 2 shots at the same fish too often. here. Work the the perimeter. Waiting on this upset. Hey, try the other side of the boat. Maybe swim to the other side. This is when he jumps up and explodes and scares the crap out of me. Southern flat. Probably have to turn you guys off pretty soon. My phone's probably running up. I did bring my tablet. It don't have built-in Wi-Fi, you know, cell service. Hi again.
Doing anything?
Yeah, I caught a couple since I seen you. This is more small than large. Yeah, well, I'm going to switch over to a spook right here, just because it looks like more smallmouth. Yeah, just all spook. Or also known as walking. A little bit of lily pads over here. Might be a largemouth in there. Good morning. Like smallmouth. Another one over here to my right. Eco lefty. Really shallow. 5 feet under me. It's probably 2 feet over there. Oh, little guy was following it. His eyes were bigger than his. He was a smallmouth. But these are what's called community docks, where a whole bunch of homes share a larger dock system instead of having just their own. A line of vegetation. I hope there's something in there that would jump up and get this. I have to put in better line on this. Remember I was telling you guys about good line? All right, I'm gonna have to turn you up. Can't see.